Okay, hi guys, welcome back to Skinnybru Rugby. So this is the recap video for round 9 of Super Rugby. And yeah, again, a few upsets in the week. The best predictor in the Superbru pool this week was Mardeline, and the leader is still Pierre-Lou. Join the pool if you haven't. You can just go onto Superbru, type in Skinnybru Rugby, or you can go in the description below and find the link to join. The first game of the week was the Crusaders beating the Highlanders 43-17. I didn't expect a hiding like this. I thought the Highlanders would put up a little bit more of a fight. They did for like the first half. The Highlanders were in control, but yeah, no, the Crusaders just showed what they can do, and they are still the only team that we can safely say are title contenders. For the Highlanders, Ben Smith, he played in his 150th game and he scored a try. Well done on him. I'm happy to see he still has that potential and that form, but yeah, as we know, it's his last season in Super Rugby. He's going overseas after this, so we're happy to see he can still score in the Super Rugby. The Highlanders were 3 points ahead at halftime, but in the whole game they conceded 22 turnovers, and that's something you can't afford against the Crusaders. The Crusaders had a bit of a scrappy start. I think the first 15 minutes or so they had a lot of missed tackles and they conceded a lot of turnovers, but from there they fixed everything and they played with more intent. At the 60th minute mark they were 29-10 up, and as always that backline of theirs just stays very dangerous. Then we head over to the next game, which was the Rebels going down to the Stormers 24-41. Only 12% of people on Superbru predicted the Stormers would win this game, and I can truly wear my jersey with pride. This hasn't happened in a while in a recap video. They usually don't play that well in the weekend, so I can truly say they had a good game. The Australian side, the Rebels, they were top of the conference before the game. I think they are still, and they had more territory and possession in this game. But the Stormers' defense was just very good, even though the score might suggest that they did slip a few tries through. 2 of those tries were late ones when the Stormers were already safe to win this game. The Stormers, they went into this game without Kulisi, Etzebeth or De Toy, and they really played well with Kitsoff as the captain. Jean-Luc Duplessis, he was good at the number 10, but as always you can expect something outrageous from him, and he will slip up with it, and yet again he did, with a wild pass early in the second half and just an easy intercept for Hodge. Lades was excellent in this game. His counter-attacking abilities, he proved, still is very good. And then Ruan Nel on the outside center, he scored 2 tries. One was an intercept and the other one was a chase where Cooper completely misfielded the ball. Cooper didn't have a good game. He didn't really take charge of that attacking abilities. Kenya, as always, had a good sniping run and he scored a try from it. The Rebels had 68% of the possession, but they had 33 missed tackles, and that's how we saw what the Stormers can do. If they play against a side that can't tackle or is tackling poorly, then they can really capitalize on it. Then it was the Chiefs beating the Blues 33-29. As I said in my predictor video, which I'll link up here for you if you want to see it, I thought this was going to be one of the best games this weekend. It turned out to be one of the best games we've seen this season. It was amazing rugby to watch. The backlines were just on fire, the passing was great, there was intercepts. When the one team scores, the other team scores immediately back, so it was a great game to see. The Blues unfortunately couldn't make it 5 games in a row. The Chiefs, their season fight back is continuing. after they lost their first 4, now they've drawn 1 and won the last 3. Sad to say, Damian McKenzie got an injury in that game. A soft injury actually, where he just ran quickly, tried to tackle, I think, Black, and he missed it a bit and he hurt his ACL. Apparently he's out for 8 months. So yeah, he's gonna be out for the World Cup, and that's really sad to see a great player like that now in this situation. But he is still young, so he'll probably make it for the next 2, maybe 3 if he wants to pull up Matfield. But yeah, Nonu, he had a great game for the Blues. It was impressive to see a 36-year-old play like that, score 2 tries, especially one of his tries going over Anton Leonard-Brown, the current centre for the All Blacks, just bumping him off and scoring a try. If you want to watch some of the highlight videos, I do have a playlist on my channel with all the highlights from Super Rugby. You can just go over to my channel, click on playlists, and you'll see a few highlight videos. Yeah, as I said, the tries was back and forth in that game, which made it entertaining. But in this game, any team deserved to win this game. I did call the Chiefs to win this one by a small margin. I called by 3. They ended up winning by 4, so I feel pretty chuffed with myself. Then we head over to the next game, the Brumbies versus the Lions. The Brumbies beating the Lions 31-20. The Lions had 41 missed tackles in that game, and I think the Brumbies could have scored more points in this game. Halftime score 19-8 for the Brumbies. Overall, the Lions didn't just tackle poorly, their defensive structures was just poor. Guys like the Yankee, who scored a very great try to show that inside step he still has to score tries. He's never in his position on defense. We've seen that with the Springboks, and we still see it now. The teams just run around on the wing, and yeah, then at the end they scored nice tries. Same can be said for Yankees. His tackling was poor. You can recall an easy try for Kuridrani, who just simply bumped the Yankees off, making him look a fool lying on the ground. The next game for the Brumbies is against the Stormers, who is probably on a high from their win in Cape Town, so we'll see how that goes. And the Lions have a difficult tour still ahead of them. They still have the Chiefs and the Crusaders up next, so it's going to be a difficult tour for them. Then it was the Sharks going down to the Jaguares 17-51. Only 5% of people on Superbru called the Jaguares to win this one. It's the Jaguares' second win over South African opposition now on their South African tour. Matera, he scored an amazing try that no flanker is supposed to score, where he just found a gap, chipped the ball over, and yeah, regathered the ball and scored an amazing try. I have to say, the cover defense of the Sharks were lacking throughout the game. Their fullbacks or their wings were never in position for kicks from the Jaguares, and you'd see if you watch the highlights video on my channel that the Jaguares took that technique a lot by kicking the ball forward and just running with the ball, and that was great for them. Orlando, he scored a hat-trick in that game. Young Miotti, the number 10 for the Jaguares, he had a great game again, and it was only his second game of Super Rugby, so he has a lot of potential for that Jaguares and the Argentinian side. The Sharks, they had poor defensive organization again. The humidity at Durban, I don't like afternoon games in Durban. Usually it's just a scrappy affair with a lot of knock-ons and scrums that don't ever actually go well. It's just a lot of resets. The Sharks had 64% of possession, but they did not use it well. Robert de Pree, he didn't have a good game. Like I said, we need to see his subs playing a bit better, because you can't expect him to always play well, so we need someone else. True to reflect how the whole game went, Kobus van Wyk had a nice run through at the side with a kick, and he sprinted to the ball. He's very fast, by the way, and wound up in front of the poles, and it seemed like Bosch, his own teammate, tackled him, and yeah, no try came from that movement. Then we go over to the next game. It was the Bulls beating the Reds 32-17. The Bulls actually got a bonus point victory from this one. They will need it after that shock loss last week against the Jaguares. The Reds, they came in as underdogs and they never possessed the firepower to win this game. Hamish Stewart, their fullback, he had a poor, disciplined game, which really cost their side. He gave away poor penalties and stuff that's off the ball that's not necessary. And yeah, then I'll see you for the preview video. Cheers.